Where could you sit where you could be picked up? Do you want to sit here?
I don't know what the running commentary is on this thing.
Here.
I I I don't know. What was the 14?
Harry. This is your wedding, 1938.
Oh,
Well,
well,
I need a running commentary from you. I need to hear who's on this tape. Where could you sit where you could be picked up? Do you want to sit here?
I don't know what the running commentary is on this thing.
Here.
I don't know. What was the 14th, 1923, 1938. Oh, you can go back. Oh God, there goes the.
Excuse my back.
What,
I think they came out very well, considering. But they're silent, so I need to know who all these people. These are you. I realize.
Oh. Well, what do you want me to do? Talk into
No,
this?
just leave it where it is.
Leave it where it is.
Yeah.
You want to talk?
Yeah. I just want to know.
It's open now. The
Yeah,
mic
it's
is
just
open.
recording what.
Well, this is the wedding. This is the wedding of Clara and Irving Jay, August the 14th, 1938. Harold and Ruth Jay. Oh God. Harold and Ruth Jay. Look at those two. Oh boy. As usual, he's talking. That's enough, Harold. Oh, Ruth is saying something. I don't know what you're saying.
Bye bye. I think it's
Bye bye. There is Mama J and Papa J. And who's that in back of him? Uncle Muttle?
Yeah.
Uncle Muttle, God bless him. And Mama and Papa and Uncle Muttle. Look at that. Look at how nice he looks. Wow. And there's a whole assembly of all relatives. It's not clear enough to see who they are. Who could they be? I can't see. The faces are too blurred. Faces are too blurred. But I don't think any of them are alive. Not a one of them are alive. And this is 1981. There isn't one still alive. Oh, Leo Litsky, the guy that took these pictures, is still alive. Mm. That's Alan Krim over there on the right. And who's stroking his head? I can't see his face. There's my mother and father. There's my daddy. Look how young he looks. Oh my God. And there's your father, Clara, with the dark jacket. Yeah. Alan Krim, the little Vance.
He's dead?
No, he's on his way though. He's not too well. Yeah. Mrs. Litsky, she's dead. And is that your relative? I don't know who that is. Here's my mother and father again. Unbelievable how young they looked in 1938. Unbelievable. There they are. That's your father back of him, Clara. Yes, I can see him. I remember him well. I remember him well. That's your father. Now, who's that in back? Now, who is that with a baby in his arms? Who is that with a baby in his arms?
Was Alvin there?
I don't know if he has Alvin's picture.
I don't know. Is that Alan Krim with it's Alan Krim with Billy and Bobby. Billy and Bobby with Alan Krim. It's Billy and Bobby Krim. They're both married. In fact, there's Grandma Woloski.
Yeah.
Grandma Woloski is there.
That's the grandmother on my mother-in-law's side.
Yeah, my mother's mother.
Geffen.
And there's Davy Woloski.
Yeah.
Davy Woloski. Look
He
at
must
that.
be about how old now?
Mm.
Baby.
Quite old.
Yeah.
Baby's real old now?
Mm.
Who's that on the right? Is that
Harold.
That's Harold Jay.
Mm.
Look at it's my grandmother. Wow.
Who's this? That's Ruth.
It's Emma. Was that Emma Wolf? Emma Geffen?
I don't know. It's not very clear.
Well, it'll repeat at this is slow motion.
Mm.
It'll repeat at regular speed. I think this is really cute. Watch
This is
scene.
who?
This is the last scene. It's really beautiful.
Who is this?
That's you.
Oh, that's
Guys.
me?
Yeah.
My God, I'm so handsome. Look at that, Clara. I'm like a movie
Look
star.
at that wonderful car.
Yeah, that was mine too. Paid for it. Look at that, Clara. Where'd you get that shape, Clara?
Don't touch. Don't touch.
Clara, where'd you get that shape? Holy smoke! Look at that, Clara. How nice you look. Boy, oh boy. I bet you spent $2 to have your hair fixed in those days. Look at how nice you look. You were pretty, Ma. Boy, oh boy. Look at that car.
Allison, don't go near the mic, please.
Look at that
Oh,
car,
leave it
boy.
alone, please, huh?
That
We're
car
using it. Don't touch.
That car must have cost me at least $400.
Here's your pennies.
Oh, that was my first Plymouth. $699. Brand new, I bought it. $699. Look at that car.
Here's a mic.
No, she's not touching it.
Look at $699. That paid for a brand new Plymouth. That was a brand new Plymouth. Look at that. Look at that. Man.
Come here.
Wow.
Okay, this is the same thing at regular speed. Maybe you can tell some people.
Unbelievable. That was Emma Geffen that we saw a flash of. Uncle Phil's wife.
She was very pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, she was
Very pretty.
and a lady. And a lady.
Doll.
Look at this doll. Look at that handsome dog. Look at that handsome dog, that Irving. And Harold Jay. He's better when you have it fast motion. You don't linger as long.
Can you tell what he said?
No.
There's old Mammy and Daddy. And Uncle Muttle. Oh, he was a nice old guy. Now, this is all the assembled
I can't
relatives.
see, really.
Their faces, the sun was on them, and their faces,
They blurred it, whited out.
they're just white.
One of them is me.
White. Isn't there a friend Ann from Brooklyn? That's your friend Ann from Brooklyn.
Where?
On the left. On the left, there was a shot of her.
The girl with the white flower?
With the white flower in her hair. Ann from Brooklyn.
I don't remember
Yes.
her.
Yes, Ann from Brooklyn. Here's Mrs. Litsky.
She wants you to speak in the microphone.
Yes. And this pretty little girl is named Hassie in front of me. There's Mama. There's Daddy's mommy and Daddy. Papa's mommy and Daddy. And there's Alan Krim. And his,
Alvin isn't in this picture.
No, Alvin. I don't know what happened to Alvin.
He has to be there. Where was he?
He was there somewhere, but he wasn't in the picture. Yes, and there's Hassie is holding the microphone. That's Davy and Harold.
Where are my brothers, Dad?
They were there somewhere. Yeah, that was Emma. Aunt Emma that moved back. Look at that. My God, Clara, if you looked like that today, we would never be over here visiting.
Well,
We'd be home in bed. Oh boy, what a nice.
Clack.
I'm talking. I'm talking. You're sticking down in my gurgle. Oh, this is a treat to see these pictures.
I knew you'd like it.
Yeah, these are nice, Steely. These came out nice.
Yeah, good. They cost enough.
Yeah, I'll pay it back.
No, you don't have to pay anything. Now, I had them do it 3 times. The third time, it's stop motion. Every frame is stopped. This would take a long time to look at, but you know, if you
Funny, the faces came out so white, and
yeah, actually, if you want to see it upstairs, it's much better. You want to see it on better
no,
TV?
this is all right.
The clarity is 100% better on the Sony upstairs.
No, this is all right. We saw it. The middle one was best, where it was normal speed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where'd you have this made, sir?
At that video place in Perth Amboy. I sent it down. They sent it back.
Geez, Ma, you look real good, Ma.
Thanks.
You do.
Yeah, you.
Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Is that Andy?
1 week?
Paper boy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hold on, Al. Don't have the change. You got some change, Andy?
I got change.
Maybe some in my jacket pocket. Give me $50.
How much you need?
I think I might have that. No, I don't. Give me $50.
You want 50 cents? I got plenty of change.
Irving's turning for a motion.
50 cents enough?
Just 50 cents.
Plenty. There you are.
Good.
With my blessing.
In my bag, would you get me my eyeglasses? Maybe I can see it better.
Yeah. And somebody else on Lexington down on the other side wanted also. There were two Lexingtons. Okay, thanks a lot. We're all done now.
Oh boy.
She likes to pay the paperwork.
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know that.
What do you think
I
she's
think
gonna
Ruth
do?
was pregnant at that time. Was Ruth
How
pregnant?
could she be pregnant? No.
No?
Ruth wasn't pregnant.
With Stephen?
What year was Stephen born?
Well, Stephen was born in,
How much older than you is he?
I have no idea.
how old is Stephen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Stephen's the microphone.
That's Mama and Papa.
Mhm.
No, it's Ruth and Helen. Whoops.
Whoops. Yeah. I always told you that Andrea had my mother's bones in her face.
Well, she was much heavier at that time.
But when my mother lost weight before she died, Andrea's face is just like my mother's. The bone structure is just like my mother.
Just the bone structure.
Yeah, well, I say she looks a
No,
whole lot.
she looks a whole lot like her.
I always said that.
Allison,
No.
don't do that with that microphone.
Don't
It's
do
not to
that.
be used for
Don't
that
hurt
purpose.
Spiky.
Spiky, hell, it's my microphone.
Don't hurt Spiky. Please don't hurt Spiky. I'm worried about Spiky. He's worried about the microphone. Just shows you how two minds work in different ways. It's like Spiky hell. It's my microphone. My animal lover here. My animal lover. I thought he was protecting the cat. I thought he was protecting the cat. He says, Spiky, that's my microphone. Hey, God
that's
bless
my
her.
body's mother.
Yeah.
Al, oh, Al, don't do that.
Give Daddy the microphone,
Daddy,
Al.
microphone, please.
Boy, they were so happy to be getting rid of me.
Mm.
Look at how they're smiling. They're happy.
Yeah,
See your father, Clara? He's right in back of my
I
mother
don't
and
see
father.
that.
You see Clara's father there in
I
back
don't-
of my
You have
mother?
a white beard?
That doesn't look like
It
it.
isn't a white beard. He didn't have a beard.
Oh, it's just
That's
a
not
shirt.
my
It's just
father.
his chin. No,
That
that's
is-
your father.
No, it's not.
Clara, I know your father.
And I say that's not my father.
Does her hair the same way Andrea does.
I thought that was Uncle Muddle.
Oh, no, that's Uncle Muddle. I'm sorry. That's Uncle Muddle. That's Uncle Muddle. That's just a conglomeration of relatives and friends.
Hiya.
Gee, they did a good job on it. That's a nice job.
You want to see it upstairs? It's 100% better.
Yeah.
This is very nice. Very nice.
This TV is not the most clear TV in the world, you know.
Neither is the film.
No, neither is the film. The TV.
Oh, this film is now almost 43 years old.
Yeah,
It's
varieties.
42 3/4 years old, this film.
Okay, we're having a special tonight on the bumblebee and praying mantis pizza. It's very good. We've sold tins of them, and we have had no complaints whatsoever. We put a little extra cheese, a little extra sauce. It's very crunchy, but it tastes good. No, we have many return customers. They come in, they say, are you running the praying mantis pizza tonight? And we say, yes, we have a praying mantis, we've had a supply problem, but we have many praying mantises this time.
I can see my girlfriend Ann.
Yeah, can you?
Okay.
Yeah,
May I
sure.
make a suggestion, please? Call back in about 5 minutes. Speaking? Yeah, very. You've reached the wrong number. Oh, yes.
There's
Oh,
Cousin
no
Morris.
Okay.
Hello.
Plan what you're gonna say in
What was that?
advance.
So you think it's something better, is it?
The one with the black jacket's your father.
I don't think
Down
so.
on the left, that's your father. With the black jacket on.
No, I don't think so.
The accent. is right.
Hello. Hello, Roro.
Everything else was wrong.
Papa.
Yeah, this is Papa.
Oh.
I love
Still
Allison.
taping the,
Allison, I love Allison. Allison's my best girl. I love Allison. I love Allison. Oh, yeah. You want to talk to Allison? Here's Allison. Roro wants to talk to you. Talk to Allison. Talk to Roro.
Papa.
No, she told me she wants to talk to you.
Papa.
I'm Papa, so? Oh, look at that. Gee, it's funny that my parents don't seem the least bit unhappy that I'm leaving them.
That's
There's
my
your father. I said
That's
with the
my
black
father.
with the black jacket
Yeah.
and the flower in his lapel. That's your father.
Hmm.
I said that 4 times.
Well, that other man was not my father.
No, that was Uncle Muddle. I was wrong there.
You certainly were.
But twice I saw him in pictures. Your father happened to get in the picture all the time.
That's my
There's
father.
your father. There's
Yes.
Clara's father, everybody,
Yeah.
with the black jacket and the flower. And there's Uncle Muddle next to him.
When did Uncle Metal die?
Oh, he died in the late 40s.
What did he die of?
I think cancer of the stomach. There's old
Well,
Alan.
Alan gets his
Alan
picture.
sticks his face into everything. I didn't see Kitty in this picture, but I saw Alan. Alan had the 2 kids with him. And Kitty's dead. And this is Harold again.
Yeah.
Don't look like Harold somehow.
Harold.
With suspenders.
This one? Okay.
Oh yeah, it is. Ruth is attached to him. That's Mrs. Litsky. That's the mother of the guy that's taking these pictures. Mrs. Litsky.
It was very nice of him to shoot the roll of film. At your
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Then
it
he lent you the film?
Who was that
He gave me
lady?
a film.
Oh, he
Is that
did?
He
Tante
couldn't
Rosie?
locate it for 30 years.
That must be Tante Rosie.
No, that ain't Rosie.
Who's that guy with that glum expression?
That must be Uncle Phil.
No, maybe it's Uncle Phil. I don't know. Could
Yeah.
be
He
Uncle
has a
Phil.
cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, he's got a cigar in his mouth. Could be Uncle Phil. He looks so young.
Oh.
Look at my father, how happy he is. My God, why is my father and mother so happy?
They're glad to get rid of you.
They're glad to get rid of me.
Hmm.
How old were they then?
Well, this is a puzzle. He was 65. He was 71 when he died in 1956. He was, and she was 65 when she died in 1965.
All right, well that's easier. 65, and she was 50.
She was 65.
In 65?
She died at 65 in 1965.
65 or 55?
She was 65 years old when she died in 1955, and we were married in 38.
So you figure 40. So that was 15 years earlier.
Mm.
So then she was.
Oh,
So then she was 50, roughly.
Mm.
She was actually 48.
I don't know what Uncle Muddle is doing there because your aunt had just died, and that's why Sylvia
Yeah,
and Kitty
yeah.
weren't there.
Yeah, that's why Sylvia.
Annie.
Yeah, yeah. That's why Kitty wasn't there and Sylvia wasn't there. Yeah, that's why Alan came without Kitty. I just remembered. Yeah. My Tante Malka had just died, and
But why was Uncle Muddle there?
because he loved us and he wanted to be there. He felt that somebody had to count in his family. He was also going quietly nuts after she died.
A big book. A big book.
He liked us very much.
Big book.
You read it to Mommy. Nobody ever reads Mommy any stories.
Oops.
That might be for me.
Oh.
What's that?
Margaret for B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stanley, this was a moving picture, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is frame by frame.
Oh.
Oh, baby. A baby.
Yeah, Bebe.
It's a baby.
That little Bebe is now married and has a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, he was probably 3 and 48,
Mm.
right?
38.
38, yeah.
2 years old.
He was born in 35.
Mm.
Right. This
He was
is
46 years old.
this one is Billy.
Yeah.
Looks got an old face.
Yeah.
And there's my tante, my grandma.
That was
Grandma
your grandmother?
Geffen.
My mother's mother.
Huh.
Uncle Phil's mother.
Yeah.
My father-in-law hated her.
Oh, yeah, why?
No, not this one. He hated Rosie Woloski, and he didn't. He hated Rosie Woloski. That was the only one
He
hated.
didn't like this one either.
Well, he stood her. He stood her. He didn't like Rosie Woloski. That's the only one he hated like poison. He loved Philly. He didn't mind her. He didn't like Rosie Woloski no how. She badmouthed him all the
And
time.
who's this little kid here?
This is cousin cousin
Davy
David,
Woloski.
a grown-up man.
That's
Mayor's
Davy
brother.
and Florence were brother and sister, and Mayor was a brother, but Mayor don't talk to the other two. And he don't talk to his mother, Rosie, the one my father hated, and I disliked.
Okay, you read now.
Feed me.
Okay. Back chicken.
My mother loved this woman. My mother was crazy about her mother,
Okay.
and her mother was crazy about my mother.
Tail.
And she lived for a long time after I got married. A long time. She was in her 90s when she died. Stanley.
Fell on the floor, and the floor was waxed.
Fan.
They took an awful lot of pictures of her.
Fan.
Well, you want a couple.
Fan.
Oh, the van? Where is the van?
Oh.
I don't know what happened. Oh, it's there.
Oh.
There's Emma.
She's
Yeah.
beautiful and so vain. And notice how stupid it is to be vain 40 years later, because now her picture didn't get taken.
She was so shy.
Yeah.
She always self-effacing.
Who?
Emma Gaffney. A real lady, a gentlewoman, a real gentlewoman. A real
When
gentlewoman.
did she die?
Oh, cancer also.
She didn't have cancer. She died from the heart.
The
And
heart
she was Philly's wife?
Yeah.
She was Philly's wife.
She looked so young. in this.
Well, they were all, you look how young. Philly was with the cigar, and he didn't look like anything like that. Uncle Phil. Boy, look at me and you. We look like movie stars, for
Yeah,
Christ's
you
sake.
really did.
We look good, boy. When we were 22 years old, we were 22 years old each.
Hmm.
Good Christ, Clara.
Mm.
My God.
23.
22 and a
Oh,
half
you were
we
22
were.
and a half, yeah.
22 and a half each.
Young kids.
Mm.
Young kids. And
22 and a
what
half.
year Plymouth was that, Plymouth?
That was my first new car I ever bought. That was a 37 Plymouth. I bought new for $699.
Four-door? Two-door.
A two-door.
How much?
$699. I remember to this day. Boy, I liked my work then, Clara.
Mm.
Boy. I think it was silly to wait 5 years to have a kid just to show your relatives you weren't knocked up.
Mm.
That was silly. Of course, Stanley, you had a brother or a sister that could have been a little older than you.
I know.
Who?
The one you had a miscarriage.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal. He had a miscarriage.
Mm.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It means nothing.
Boy, imagine new cars costing $700.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but how long do you have to work for $700?
Oh, well, I paid it off in advance. I thought they'd give me a lot of... Look at how pretty she was. Wow. Jesus. And what a good lay, too.
Shut up.
But I paid it off. I took the payments for 2 years, and I paid it off in about a year and a quarter. And I asked for money back on the interest. I think they gave me $3.
Oh, yeah.
They bastards wouldn't give you back nothing.
Yeah, two-door.
Yeah, I know it's two-door.
Two-door sedan.
I bought it in Passaic from City Motors. I'll
That's
never
beautiful.
forget. From City Motors, I bought it
That is nice.
in Passaic.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy, was I proud of that car. Oh boy,
Should have kept it.
sure I should have. I had 35 or 37 brand new cars at that time. 37, I think it was.
Look, the windshield came out in front.
Yeah, yeah, you see,
Oh,
it
it's
was
a
open.
dream. Look at
Who
this.
had air conditioning in those days?
Yeah.
This was August. I was wearing the only suit I owned. It was a woolen suit, and did I schwitz? Oh my God, I almost dropped dead from the heat, and that was all I owned was a woolen suit. And I got and there was no turnpikes and throughways and highways, you know, big.
Where'd you go then?
We went to this Swan Lake Commodore Country Club or whatever, Swan Lake Hotel or something. And I got a flat
Where?
up in Swan Lake in Sullivan County, near the Stevensville Hotel. I got a flat. I remember I had to change it. Oh Jesus! It was all sweated up. I had that woolen suit. We had a good time though for the week. I think it was only $50 a week a person to stay up there for a week. It was 38, was still depression.
We had reservations in another hotel, and the guy called Daddy Sonny, so he walked out.
He says, what do you want, Sonny? And I walked around and I went across the lake to a different hotel where they didn't call me Sonny.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.